What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Today, I wanted to discuss why the market sell-off yesterday is bullish for the markets and what signs we are seeing that shows that these markets uh, are most likely going to continue to rally. Plus, I wanted to talk about some sectors, ETFs, and stocks that we can look at to outperform the market, as well as some commodities. And then we will get into Bitcoin and crypto. So if that sounds good to you, you know what to do. Be sure to hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see more. And let's get into it. All right, guys, it is Friday. Happy Friday to you all out there. What is going on in the markets? Well, we have the SPY sitting at 557, uh, printing this engulfing candle yesterday, showing some weakness in the broader markets. And really, this looks like it was money rotating out of some of these big cap stocks and into other sectors. So we will get into all that. Where is the money going? Well, if you take a look at this chart here, this is the equal weight, the RSP, and it broke out as we thought it may do here in this bullish pendant. We were hoping that it was going to break to the upside, and it sure did. It went right through there, sitting at 168. So this means that money is starting to rotate into other sectors. What sectors can we look at? Well, we have the Dow also showing signs of bullishness here, sitting at 15,500. So this is starting to look good for the broader markets and including the economy. The IWM also breaking to new all-time highs or recent all-time highs of 214. And we have some price targets up here around 223, as well as the 330 level for the IWM. So that is starting to look bullish for risk on assets and some other sectors as well. Well, where are we at in this market cycle? I found this chart this morning. I thought this was interesting. This is an older chart. This is from 2022, and it shows the sector rotation model signals. And from 2022, economy then was moving towards an early recession. So where are we at in this market? Well, we know we are in a bull market, and we're probably somewhere here about a little over 2/3 of the way up or so on this bull run. And um, if you look at this chart, it showed back then that which sectors were bullish and which ones were being sold. Well, we're starting to see money rotate into some of these sectors, including materials and energy. We did see a little bit into utilities earlier this year, but that still seems like it's fairly early. We still have technology and communication services doing well, and we're starting to see a turn into some of those older industrials. So, what markets can we look at to outperform here for this late cycle? Well, as we mentioned, metals, in particular, gold is looking bullish, sitting at 2410. And this is the weekly chart, so this is looking bullish for gold. It looks like gold could be looking to break new all-time highs here relatively soon. And we still have a price target up here of around 2,600 or even 3,000 here in the coming year or two. So that is bullish for some metals as well as the gold miners. This is GDX also breaking out, as we mentioned, of this long-term downsloping trend here, sitting at 38.23 this morning and approaching our take profit zones of $39 to $41. What other stocks can we look at? Well, I just wanted to bring this up. I haven't heard anyone talk about the big uh, car manufacturers in a while, and this is GM sitting at 48.62. And I just wanted to show this chart because I think this kind of relates to what is actually starting to go on in the economy. We know we had a ton of inflation on things such as automobiles back in 2021, and that's starting to come down now, finally, particularly the used car market. So I think this is kind of bullish, like I said, for some of the old industrials to start showing a little bit of strength here. And we do see that we have this nice upward sloping trend for GM, and it's attempting to break out of our recent all-time highs here on the daily. And of course, this is back here from 2021. We've put in this nice accumulation zone, so this has been going on for a while. It looks like it could be pretty bullish for some of these stocks in these sectors. We know that the longer that we move sideways here, then once we break out, typically the further the move will go. What other sectors can we look at? Well, as I mentioned, the IWM is starting to show some strength, and so I want to bring up a couple ETFs that you may be interested in. This is the Vanguard Growth Small Cap ETF, VBK, setting at 257. Also putting in a series of higher lows and higher highs with this sideways accumulation. So it looks like this could be breaking out here above this next level soon. Um, and I do suspect that you will start to see a lot of these more risk on assets start to really outperform the market here in the next 6 to 12 months. I do think that is a real possibility going into an election year. We know that we continue generally to move higher throughout the year, and with the liquidity cycle, most likely 2025, we will probably start to see a top in some of these markets. Another ETF you could look at is the Dextron Small Cap Bull 3X shares. This is TNA. Um, I've never really thought about this before, but I do see the value in maybe potentially using a leveraged stock in this environment because you really could see some great gains here. And right now we are breaking out past our line of resistance. So I think this looks like this could be very bullish for some of these. I would probably wait for a bit of a pullback. We do have a couple gaps here, RSI on the daily towards the upside. But if we do get above this area and reclaim, well, then I think that would be very bullish for risk on assets. Another sector we could take a look at is solar, TAN. Again, putting in a sideways accumulation here. Um, we haven't for sure seen the bottom, but all these charts, once you start to look at these charts, they all play out in similar patterns. And we see we've got kind of a double bottom potentially here at 410. Um, and if these other sectors start to move, well, I think you could start to see some of these really beaten down stocks and sectors really start to move. So that is bullish, I think, over the longer term for solar. It has been really beaten down. Of course, we know there's been a lot of issues with the solar industry as far as what's going on in the EV market with charging stations. But we've seen Tesla now break out. And so I think that you're going to start to see some of these stocks outperform in the market as well. If you're interested in buying stocks, ETFs, gold, or crypto, you can do so over on Robinhood. And right now, Robinhood is offering a 1% boost when you sign up. Plus, they give you a free stock or a fraction of a stock whenever you do sign up, and they have 8 times the national savings rate. They also allow you to begin building your portfolio with just as little as $1 and trading stocks, options, ETFs, all commission free. If you're interested, there is a link down below. Yes, it is a referral link, and I do appreciate it. They do allow you to buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other crypto as well as gold. So let's get into Bitcoin and crypto and what is going on. Well, it looks like Bitcoin um, is trying to determine where it wants to go from here. Right now, sitting at $57,800. It does look like we may be putting in a base here for Bitcoin. Of course, we could still go lower and possibly go down to that $50,000 to $52,000 level. I know some people are calling for lower than that. I just don't think that's going to happen. I think there's just going, we're in a slow period. It's the summer, and I think that, um, you know, that we are going to start seeing more of these ETF inflows. We've been starting to see those pick up a bit here recently. We've got a couple wicks from the downside, and we've been trying to break above this key level here right around $59,000 to $60,000. If we can get above that and hold, well, I think that could be very bullish for Bitcoin and crypto. Of course, we got a couple levels higher up that we need to get above to confirm bullishness here for Bitcoin on the shorter term time frames. Nevertheless, I think later this fall, Bitcoin and crypto will do very well. If we zoom out to the weekly chart on Bitcoin, well, you see here that it looks like we're probably going to put in a higher close for the weekly on Bitcoin. So that in general does show some signs of bullishness for Bitcoin and crypto. What else is going on in the crypto markets? Well, we have the total three finding some key support, breaking out of our sideways accumulation range here, dipping down. If Bitcoin holds up, well, I think you're really going to start to see some of these altcoins outperform. What altcoins can we take a look at? Well, I think first off, we should take a look probably at the main altcoins here, really to find some strength, including Ethereum. And this is a nice chart that Bob Lucas posted, and he said, feels like we might be shaping up for an ETH season finally. It's been underappreciated pretty much the entire cycle. Meme and spec season started very early this cycle, pulling the speculation capital away. See the SOL rise. The Bitcoin ETF normally pulled normally early cycle demand from the other side. Now we have an ETH ETF that didn't see pricing an event. Well, I don't know if that part there is particularly true because whenever we did get the news that the S1s were being moved up, we did see this initial spike up. But nevertheless, we are back down to those levels previous to that news, and we know that that's coming out soon. So I think this could be bullish for Ethereum. A couple of these altcoins are starting to show a little bit more signs of strength relative to Bitcoin. Right now, Ethereum setting at 3113. We also have Solana setting at 137, also showing a little bit more signs of bullishness or strength relative to Bitcoin in particular. So if Bitcoin can find a bottom here, I do think you're going to start to see some of these altcoins do really well. Another layer one that I like is Chainlink. I think Chainlink is starting to, or has showed some real signs of bullishness, and I like the fact that Chainlink provides services that allow the different blockchain technologies to communicate with one another. Um, and in particular, Chainlink got really bullish here before Bitcoin began to sell off a few weeks ago, and right now is holding a key support right around 1257. So as long as it can maintain this level, well, I think that you are going to see Chainlink move back up to this box here that we had previously as a first take profit zone, sitting around $18 to $20. So I think Chainlink could do really well. Excuse me, guys, for my voice. Just a little scratch in my throat. But if you're interested in buying Bitcoin, Ethereum, Chainlink, Solana, or many more, you can do so over on iTrust Capital. I use iTrust Capital, and iTrust Capital allows you to buy, sell, and trade gold, silver, and crypto 24/7 with low cost and no monthly fee in a tax advantage IRA. I use iTrust, like I said, and what I really liked about iTrust is whenever I set up my account, they actually have people that you can call and talk to. So it's not one of those services where you have to do it all online or through automation. That's why I like iTrust. If you're interested, there is a link down below, and I do appreciate it. Also, if you're new to trading, um, getting your charts set up and using TA can make you a way better trader. I never really understood charts that well as far as technical analysis goes. I've always looked at the broader stock markets and what was happening with the macro and economy. Now that I begin using TA, it has really stepped up my trading game and allowed me to make much better decisions on when to buy and when to sell. If you're interested in getting TradingView, there is also a link down below. It has dramatically shifted my ability to make profits in the market, and in general, typically the majority of my trades do somewhere between 10 and upwards of 50% or more. My average for last year was well over 30%. So that has really helped me out quite a bit. Also, guys, don't forget to go follow me over on X at Mind of Financier. I am Mind of the Financier on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Happy Friday to you all. I hope you all have a great weekend. And drop a comment below. Let me know if there's anything that you want me to take a look at in particular, or if you have any questions. I over here on X, I post anything that has to do with stocks, commodities, and crypto. Um, so until next time, guys, be sure to follow along and be legendary. All right, guys, take care. Have a great day. Until next time, uh, have a great weekend.